You are getting ready to listen to the voice of Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, 2004 Olympian, four-time national judo champion, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, author, speaker, and coach.
Hey, what's going on? This is Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, and welcome to another edition of Coffee with Rhadi. This particular edition has been brought to you by the book Judo is Life. You can find it at www.judoislife.net. Now, today I would like to talk to you about something important. I'd like to talk about what I learned from fishing and how it helped me win in life, in relationships, and in business. Now, when we communicate, it's often about what we want to say. But if you take a step back and think about the other person, their feelings should matter as well. After all, nobody likes the feeling of being talked down to, ignored by someone who is supposed to deeply care for them, or being taken for granted. In this particular edition of Coffee with Rhadi, I'm going to discuss with you about how communicating with people should be based on their desires. And if you do this, their desires can benefit your desires in your relationships and your business as well. So here's what I learned from fishing. I enjoy fishing. I wish I had more time to do it, but running a few businesses takes up a good amount of time. And sometimes there's just no time left for fishing when I'm doing the parenting thing, going from this practice to the next practice, to tournaments, to track meets, to strength and conditioning practices in the morning, to football practices, and to plays, and to recitals. Goodness gracious. It's just a lot. But I do love fishing. But here's one thing that I learned from the fishing process that I think will truly help you, because it really helped me. So I really love water crackers and brie cheese. I know I'm a little high-end when I talk about that, but I really like Carr's water crackers and brie cheese, and sometimes a little bit of Gouda cheese. But as much as I like those particular things, if I'm fishing for bass, I can't put water crackers and brie cheese on the hook. I can't use that as bait. I mean, it's completely asinine and ridiculous for me to assume that because that's what I like, that that's what the fish will like too. That's not how it works. I have to bait the hook according to what the fish want to eat. This is the only way to get the attention of the fish and to get them on my side, which is in my boat. And it's really the only way to appropriately communicate with people as well. Just think about it. If you want your kid to clean the room, you could say, "Hey man, clean up your goddamn room. I don't like this house dirty. I can't concentrate, and your room is filthy. So tighten it up." You can say that. I wouldn't agree with it, but you can say with it. You can say that. Have I tried that approach before? Yes, I tried it before. That's why I know I don't agree with it now. Or you can try, "Hey man, you've really been doing a great job around the house, and I know you've told me that you want to be a professional baseball player. But one of the main things that you have to be as a professional athlete is organized. And getting organized are the reps. Just like spending time in a batting cage, getting organized are the reps that you need to have in order to be a professional athlete. So if you take the time to clean up your room and get organized and do this consistently, I guarantee that you'll become a better baseball player." Now, would you like my help on getting started with this in the next 30 minutes? Now, that's a different approach. That's not the one I used when I was younger, definitely. It's the one I use now because I've evolved over time. And finding out what the person really wants and then communicating with them with the right bait on the hook, man, that's everything. So often we spend our time thinking about what we would like and projecting that on the person as to what they would like as well. And I had a really, really bad habit of doing this, and it's something that I'm still working on in my personal development, meetings, and in therapy. I mean, it's going better, a lot better. It's not where I wanted to be, but thank God it's not where it used to be. And right now, I'm in the process of really penning a book on communication inside of the dojo, because man, I see there's a lot of different styles that I have to use in the dojo to motivate kids. Some would fall under the umbrella of negative reinforcement. Some fall under the umbrella of positive reinforcement. Some are negative, some are positive. Some are what we call the foot and the ass technique. Some massaging and caressing. Some are pushes. Some are nudges. Some are pulls. Some are tugs. And it depends on what the person needs at which particular time, and contextually where they are, where you are, the goals that are trying to be accomplished, and how much time we have to accomplish said goals. All these particular things, they have merit in the process of motivation selection. I know a lot of people like to look at things based upon a very myopic view, or look at them in a vacuum, but every situation in terms of coaching is different. And I'm in the process of penning a book now, where I'm talking about, when I mean in the process, I mean I'm in the brainstorming phase of getting my ideas on paper about motivation and conversations inside the dojo. But until that particular time happens, I would like to influence you to get a book that I have written called Judo is Life, which is available at www.judoislife.net. Hey man, this is Dr. Ferguson, and please remember to put the right bait on the hook so that you can put the fish in the boat that you would like to have in the boat. It makes no sense to try to get somebody to see things from your perspective if you won't first see them from their perspective. Talk to the person in terms of what they want, and you end up being able to get what you want. Take care, have a super fantastic day, and remember, I love you, but God loves you best. And don't forget to visit www.judoislife.net.